and welcome to Leveled Women. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at empowering women and girls through self-love, financial security and awareness, and also continued education. Today is our very first video. I want to say hi to everyone, encourage you all to check out our website and enroll in our email mailing list down below. Please check out the description box periodically because we have a lot of information pertaining to what we're offering at this time, including webinars, ebooks, different community events, and so much more. And we're not only active physically in the community, but we're also online. That means we can help and have access to a lot of different resources and a lot of different people. So be sure to join our community. We would love to have you. Today, I want to talk about some ways that you can become more leveled, more well-rounded, and more self-sufficient and secured as a woman. So the first point, and I have my notes here because I don't want to miss out on anything that I intended to go over. The first point that I want to go over is self-awareness. So understanding who you are. And like my grandmother used to say, whose you are. So knowing who you are and whose you are. And learning some of those things that maybe you have overlooked or felt like you didn't have time to learn about yourself. Such as, what do you enjoy doing? What types of things don't you like? What type of things motivate you? What are your long-term and short-term goals? What type of things make you feel passionate? What type of businesses have you been interested in starting? What type of information or skills have you wanted to acquire and learn more about? So just figuring out who you are, what you enjoy doing, what your purpose is, and what drives you is the first step in becoming more leveled. All right, so our second point of today is healing intentionally. So I don't care who you are, what you've gone through, we all have healing that we need, okay? We've all gone through something. Our stories a lot of times aren't very far off from one another. We all can relate in some aspect. And so we all can share insight and we all can help each other grow. And I'm going to get to that later on. But healing intentionally is something that we want to focus on in order to become more leveled. Okay, making sure that we are healing ourselves from things that we've gone through, past trauma, past pains, past experiences, and even present pains and experiences that we're going through. I recently lost my grandmother, and this has been a really tough time for me. I've been learning how to grieve. I have been learning how to continue moving on with my life despite losing my grandmother, and just taking all of this entire experience as learning and trying to become closer to God and understand more about His will, okay, and how I can become more prepared, because ultimately I do want to live a fulfilling life that's pleasing to God, and I do want to meet all of my family members and loved ones in heaven. And so I have become more intentional on healing. One of the things that God has spoke to my heart is about the importance of your heart posture, the importance of not allowing certain pain and people and traumas to harden your heart. Because when you do that, it positions you in a way that makes it challenging and more difficult to connect with people and with also God, because we only have one heart. And so if we allow our heart to become hardened and torn, and we don't do the work necessary to repairing and mending that could change our heart posture. It can change the way that we feel, the way that we view life, and the way that we are able to receive the blessings that God has for us. So heal intentionally. Seek professional help if you need to. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm currently in school going to get my psychology degree. And the first year that I was in psychology and I started my internship, I remember just feeling so fascinated with how our brain works and how much trauma can impact how we view the entire world. And so getting healing, taking the necessary steps, surrounding yourself with positive people and influences, making sure that you are abstaining from places that do not serve you and people that don't serve you, making sure that you're speaking positively to yourself. All of these things are going to be intentional acts of healing. Now, another part that I wanted to mention, number 3, is setting boundaries. So once we are on our healing journey, it is very important that we set boundaries and that we protect and guard our heart. We protect and guard our minds. We protect and guard our ears, our eyes, our space, what we're allowing into our lives. we're protecting and we're setting boundaries in order to do that. We're learning how to say no, learning that no is a complete sentence. It doesn't need to be expounded on, learning that we don't have to over give information. We don't have to ensure that other people are okay with our boundaries. We just have to make sure that we are protecting ourselves and that we're guarding ourselves and learning to love ourselves by guarding, by protecting, by ensuring that we're around the right influences, the right type of love and support, and that we're in the right space, okay? So setting those boundaries. The next point that I want to go over is purposeful living. So aligning your daily actions with your long-term life goals and your core values, making sure that every day counts. What am I doing today? Even if you're saying, you know what, today I'm going to take a day to rest. Today I'm going to take a day to do a hobby or an activity that doesn't bring me any money, but it brings me joy. Or today I'm going to set aside time to focus on that business, whatever it looks like for you, making sure that you're intentional about what you're doing each day and that everything you do each day has a purpose, that it's bringing you closer to God. It's bringing you closer to your goals. It's bringing you closer to people that you love. It's bringing you closer to reaching your destiny, to reaching your purpose, to reaching the reason that God created you. So every day needs to be intentional. Instead of getting up with no plan, getting up with no plan, with no idea of what you want and kind of allowing the wind to sway, your life to sway with the wind. And okay, hey, I might try this, I might do this. Be very intentional. I'm not saying don't try new things, but I am saying be intentional on the type of things that you try and the type of things and people that you put your energy into. Okay, and then the last point that I want to go over is empowering others. So once we learn how to love ourselves, set boundaries, heal intentionally, once we learn how to become more leveled, we can then share that beautiful information in our testimony with others. We can even share information as we're going along our journey and inspire others to continue to go and share with them tips and insight and skills that we've learned along the way. And that's the beauty about it all. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we have all gone through something I would bet to say that we can resonate with. Maybe not the exact same scenario because all of our lives are different, but we're connected through this journey called life. And so a lot of times we have experienced similar situations, and what you've gone through can help someone else. Your outlook on life, your positivity, the way that you're optimistic can help give someone else that boost of encouragement and insight that they're looking for, that they're needing to move to the next level. And so becoming leveled is all about doing the internal work, becoming a better person, and then reaching out and being able to help others do the same. So I really hope that this video helped. Please go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Also be sure to join our community. The links are down below. And make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. I hope to talk to you all soon. In the meantime, stay leveled on purpose.